All right, we are live.
During the countdown is just like unbearable.
It's a pretty shitty countdown, right? We're gonna get that better. But anyway, it's the first time that we do that live. We are streaming in about maybe 20 different channels at the same time. We started this last week, and we're gonna keep going this week with another topic, which, well, the name of the show is The Leaking Hose, and strategies to increase the ROI in your business, make more money, save time without putting up more working hours. And this week is about the critical 48 hours. What's that, Alex?
Hey, everybody. So the critical 48 hours is remember a time when you signed up a client, you put all that effort into your marketing and then signing them up, and then they pay the money, okay, or they sign the contract, or both of these things are done, and then you go radio silent. Because you know exactly what's going to happen now. You know exactly how you're going to be. Maybe you're going to be coaching them next week or whatever it is that you're delivering. You're going to start delivering it, but it's not immediate. And then we kind of forget what happens in the mind of the person who just bought from us, and it's called the buyer's remorse. Suddenly they start doubting whether they made a good decision, and that really can happen really badly, even to a point where they can take their money back if you go radio silent. So you want to avoid that. You want to make sure that in the first 48 hours the trust towards you actually increases, instead of them doubting. Because they doubt for many reasons. That it doesn't have to mean that you are not an expert as you saw yourself, whatever. No, it doesn't mean that. It's just a very natural thing for people, and we want to handle that during the first 48 hours. Have you ever been in something like that, Carlos?
Yeah, the problem is, like, you when you're dealing with people, we're dealing with the conscious and the subconscious, and the subconscious brain is something that we don't control. So when we make a big investment, or we are about to make a big decision, your subconscious brain is going to talk you out of that decision, because it detects that this is going to be, it can be dangerous, it can be risky, don't do it. And what happens is, as soon as this person, if they make the decision on the spot and they pay, well, the decision is made. Chances that they back off might be lower. But how many times you've put in all the marketing effort, all the time on the call, explaining and driving the point home, and then at the end of the call, this person is super excited, and then they go radio selling, they just disappear, they never come back, they never pay, or if they pay, they change their mind. And it's as you said, it's nothing personal, it's not about you, it's about their mind stalking them out of the deal. So what you do in these next 48 hours until the waters have settled, it is super important, because you want to give them reaffirmations to the negative message or the negative thoughts that their subconscious mind is telling them, and they finding reasons not to move forward. So what you want to do is you're going to counteract this negative thinking or thoughts or words with reasons for them to say, oh no, I made the right decision. And this is getting a lot of engagement, getting them on board, getting them excited about the decision that they've made, like giving them reaffirmation about the decision that they just made.
Yeah, that excitement is important. Sorry.
Oh, and I just wanted to acknowledge Li Ying is saying hello, Alex.
Yes, and hi. I commented back. Thanks so much.
Yeah, let us know where you're watching from, and if you're watching live, or what part of the world you are. So we got that now. We understand now what's going on, and hey, Li Ying. So I understand that what you need to do, and I learned that the hard way, because I could see how people would walk through the door, walk out after me doing all the job to sign up with coaches that would deliver way less value, but they would have like a much stronger sales process and a much stronger onboarding process. So what is the most important thing that you would do to avoid these backups?
Well, we want to think the way a person thinks, and people really like to, and in any situation, not just after they buy from you, but it's the same when I was working in the corporate environment. They want to know what's going to happen. this reassures them. This allows them to, to just stay calm. And when I was working in the corporate environment, for instance, if our project was not going as quickly as expected, if you don't inform the stakeholders what is going on, and they just have all these questions in their mind, things get really heated. But it is enough to tell people, hey, these are the problems that we are encountering. This is what's happening right now. This is what you can expect. This automatically calms people down. So it comes down ready to information. So you want to have a way of delivering that information to people at the right amount of time. You want to maybe time it so that you're not just bombarding them with one big email with a lot of points, which is just going to stress them out. They're going to be like, oh my God, what do I take from this? So what you can do is you can send an email sequence that will help them, for instance, get to your Facebook group. Hey, Jan, for instance, to your Facebook group where there's other people, so they can start collaborating, talking, seeing these other people, proof that you are legit, that they made the right decision. So you get them into your community. Like, that's one thing that you can do. Another thing is telling them what are the next steps. And they always should know that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's super important. Look, we want to keep these videos under the mark of 10 minutes. I just want to make sure that we don't go over the line. We don't want to bore anyone, so we're gonna post like some more information in the comments when we finish. But I think the most important thing is that these people you want to welcome them into your world. You want to make sure that they feel like part of something, that they say, oh yeah, I made the right decision. Introduce him to the community if you have a community, which is super important, so they can see that that there's other people like them, that they support it, and they have the information that they need. Now, you said something super important. What we tend to do sometimes, we know so many things, we are so smart, right, that we want everyone to know, well, how much do we know? And then what we do, we bombard people with information.
Yeah.
And people sign up because they not only they want to get the information, they want to get an experience and make progress. And when you dump information on people that they don't know as much as you do about this particular topic, what they think is like, wow, I'm never gonna get through that. This is too much. This is too far away from where I am. That's not for me. So give them, I would say, in my case, what we see it works is give people a perspective and like a roadmap, so they know exactly what's going to happen and what to expect. Welcome into your community and give them just 1 teaspoon at a time of information. So exactly the information they need right now, no more and not less.
Oh yeah, that's a big one. And this is automations help you do that, spread that in time so that you don't have to be there. Automated information, meeting invites, for instance, if you're meeting somebody every 2 weeks, they don't get like 60 meeting invites or however time, like if you're meeting them for 3 months, that's 12 meetings every week. Let's say you don't want to bombard them, but maybe you want to spread that throughout time so that, you also have those pieces of excitement that you can spread to people throughout time, because if you just pile everything in the beginning, what are you going to be left with afterwards? And then they actually do get better results. And it's the same with courses. If you pace things, people are more relaxed, they get better results, and they are more likely to become loyal clients and become your evangelists too. Yeah,
that's super important. It's not like you want 2 things, right? Like the first one is that your clients get the results. The second thing that you want is to grow your business. If your clients don't get results, your business doesn't grow. So for your own sake, you want to make sure that your clients have a good experience. For your clients' benefit, or for your clients' sake, you want them to have a good experience and to get results. Now, when something starts badly, it's more difficult to make it right later on than when something starts great. Yes. If something starts fantastic and you believe this is the right decision, this is amazing, when you see something that it's kind of not totally 100% with what you want, your brain is already convinced that this is good and say, well, that's not important. However, if you start with the wrong foot and you start believing this is not the right decision, I shouldn't have done that, then you're gonna keep on finding reasons why this is not the right decision. Then you get this client that's always complaining, that they'll all the times reaching out, they needy, and it's not someone you want to work with because you haven't done a great job at the beginning. So, and as you say, you can automate this stuff because depending on the kind of clients that you have, depending on the needs or the problem that you solve, you know exactly what they need, when they need it, and how to give it to them. So this is what we do with automations. It's to personalize the experience. So when your client joins, they're going to be receiving exactly what they need when they need it. And they're going to feel supported even though you are not, at the beck and call. Is that how you say that?
I don't know how you say that, but yes, the thing is you can set it and of course improve it over time as you get to know what kind of questions people have. You can have an FAQ section, you can send out, there's just so many things that you can do to improve that experience automatically where you are relaxing and you're just seeing, people react to those messages that you send out to them. Super important. And those first impressions, Carlos, you are so right about that. It's really hard to make up for that first impression.
Yeah. It's like business is like it's 80 and 90% psychology. The rest is strategy. And since we are working with humans, we need to understand how we communicate and how we perceive the messages. And some people have like a misconception or like the perception that automations is like cold and not gonna work. But when you understand how people communicate and how they need to receive the information, you can create a process that it's amazing, that it's like human, and it helps you grow the business. So Alex, we are on the 12 minutes mark, and so like this is a topic that I love, and we created some more content on this topic. Let's share some content below. And if you guys are finding that clients are signing up, they don't stick, you don't have enough monthly revenue, or you need to improve the conversion ratio or the retention ratio, please reach out. Happy to share some more tips and some more freebies and documents that might help you out. And Alex or myself, like you can reach out to Facebook,
LinkedIn, yeah.
Mostly LinkedIn. Is that right?
Yeah, LinkedIn is okay. I prefer Facebook personally, but
Okay.
I'm going to get the message anyway. LinkedIn is good because when you send a message to somebody, it actually sends an email to you. So I like that.
Oh, does it do that?
Oh yeah, it's actually really good because I never miss a message on LinkedIn.
I must have deactivated. I miss all the messages on LinkedIn. Yes, stuff. But it's well, either way, guys, you have multiple ways to reach out to us. Also, we should share the link to the group somewhere here so people can join us and keep us close. That's all from my side today. Happy Tuesday, everyone. And Alex, I don't know if you have anything else to share.
Just if you have any questions or something popped in your mind, just drop it in the chat and we're gonna happily reply. And if you want to learn more about the topic, because I think there's just like these 48 hours, there's so many things that we can do here, and we're probably gonna have to do another show on this topic. Just let us know in the comments. And thanks so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your week.
I think so. Probably the next should be on the list of things that you want to take into account on your onboarding process.
Yep.
All right.
That's a good idea.
Vote below. All right, guys. Let's see if I can stop this. See you next time.